What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's me, Kagai. Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and if this is your first time here, then welcome to you. But I am your coach of the Washington WOOBAT in the DAPL, and we are here for our Week 2 battle against Potato Anomaly and the Brooklyn Jet Punchers. I'll put a picture of their team up on the screen for you guys so you can see them as I break them down. But they've got Great Tusk, Tapu Fini, Ogerpon Hearthflame form, Magnezone, Swellow, who is their Terra Captain, Torterra, Salamence, who is their Z Crystal user, Qwilfish Hisui, Honchkrow, and Minior. A lot of very scary setup threats on their team. Immediately, the first thing that comes to mind for me are the Ogerpon Hearthflame with setting up Sword Stance, Torterra to Shell Smash, Salamence can Dragon Dance, Honchkrow can get Moxie shenanigans going, and Minior can also Shell Smash. Basically, a lot of ways to boost attacks, so I'm trying to find ways to work around that. That is the main thing I'm looking for out of this draft battle, so I kind of base my team around avoiding that at all costs. So yeah, we'll go ahead and break down our team, show you guys what we got, who we're bringing, why we're bringing them, and we'll jump right into the battle right after that. First up on the docket, we have Uni making her debut. We have our Oricorio Pom-Pom with the heavy-duty boots so she doesn't take any damage from hazards, and the Dancer ability, Quiver Dance, Roost, Revelation Dance, and Hurricane. Max HP, max defense on this thing to make sure it can set up on a physical threat such as maybe the Hisui and Qwilfish. Maybe I could set up on Torterra if it doesn't have Rock Blast. Ogerpon's not awful to set up against if it doesn't have SD. Same with Great Tusk. If it doesn't have Ice Spinner, I can set up on that. Basically, we're trying to just find a way to set up on something, get up to either +1 or +2, and kind of go in from there with our dual stab. Running Terra Electric on this thing this week to try and catch Tapu Fini. It also does pretty good damage to Salamence as well as the Honchkrow and Minior. And then Hurricane is there for the Ogerpon and the Great Tusk, as well as Torterra. So that way we're able to hit most of his team for super effective coverage. The only things we really can't are the Magnezone and the Hisui and Qwilfish, but as long as those are gone by the time we set up and sweep, or we land a nice Hurricane, fingers crossed, then we should be good to go. I wanted to try and make this thing relatively bulky to boost its special stats later on down the road against something physical, so that's kind of why we decided to rock out with this. Roost is there to heal it, Quiver Dance to boost those stats, Revelation Dance and Hurricane, I already talked about those. Next up, we have Poppy Buster, our Celesteela holding the Shed Shell. So this is so Magnezone cannot trap us. Because if you guys don't know, Magnet Pull, the way it works, is a Steel type switching in on another Steel type with Magnet Pull, traps that Steel type there. However, Shed Shell is an item that prevents that. Basically what it does is it allows me to switch out if I needed to. But, spoiler alert, we might not want to switch out. Depending on if he's Magnet Pull, we definitely want to switch out, but otherwise, if that means he's not sturdy. Honestly, now that I think about it, do I even need the Shed Shell? Huh. Nah, I don't think I do. I'm just gonna run leftovers. Because one thing I've decided to do here is I decided to run Leech Seed, Protect, Earthquake, and Heavy Slam. So if he has Magnet Pull, that means he cannot have Sturdy, which is what we like to see. But basically, I have the Celesteela Speed Crept to outspeed a max speed Magnezone, and I have Earthquake for it. So basically what I could do is just get off a super strong Earthquake, hopefully Oko it, depending on his bulk investment. And since he won't have Sturdy, he won't be able to live on 1 HP. He'll just be able to take it out, and a Pokemon that perfectly counters mine will suddenly be taken out by it. So hopefully that is what we're able to do. We also have Leech Seed and Protect there to get a little bit of extra recovery going, be a little stally shenanigans, kind of cause a lot of headaches, hopefully. And then we also have Heavy Slam there to just do general damage. Yeah, max HP, max speed on this thing to, like I said, outspeed the fully invested Magnezone. And then good amount of HP, a little bit, tiny bit of defense to kind of up our stats a little bit. And if we get a KO on something, we can get a defense boost too. So that would be pretty solid as well. Next up is Tora, our Clefable, holding the leftovers with the Unaware ability. With this person having so much setup, I felt like bringing Unaware was kind of a necessity at this point. I really needed it. Yeah, I could not see a future where we needed where we did not need to bring aromatherapy, or bring unaware, excuse me. So I decided, might as well, and here we are. We've got soft-boiled roost, or soft, oh my god, it's like 8:30 in the morning, I'm very tired. It's soft-boiled stealth rock aromatherapy ice beam. Originally I had Moonblast over ice beam, but I decided against it a little bit. So instead, we are rocking the aromatherapy, just in case we want to deal with the Hisuian Quillfish and get rid of if it stacks up hazards or spreads toxics around, like toxic spikes or anything. We can immediately get rid of that with aromatherapy. Our Pokemon, especially those who aren't on boots, will still have to take the poison damage, but at least they won't be given to it upon switching. I did originally debate bringing my own Quillfish this week with like hazard stacking, Custap Berry, Destiny Bond, but I ended up foregoing it for Pokemon you'll end up seeing later. I still might switch this thing up because I really don't know if we need the aromatherapy. We might just need to eat the issues here. I don't know. If I switch it up before the battle, I'll let you know. But max HP, max defense on this. Most of his threats are physical attackers. The only one who's really not are the Magnezone and the Tapu Fini if it sets up Calm Minds. But outside of that, we're going physically defensive here because 90% of his team is physical, and I don't really want to deal, with any physical threats. So unaware to counteract his setup, and max HP, max defense, so hopefully we can eat up hits. Next up, we got Noah, our LATIOS, our captain, our Mega LATIOS, I should say, with the Levitate ability, Calm Mind Roost, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam. Bolt Beam coverage is so good into his team, it's not even funny. It hits Great Tusk, it hits Tapu Fini, it hits Swellow, it hits Torterra, it hits Salamence, hits Honchkrow, and hits Minior. The only Pokemon, again, that we don't hit for super effective damage with this moveset are the Hisuian Quillfish, the Torterra, and the Ogerpon. And outside of that, we can hit everything else for super effective damage. Calm Mind to boost our special attack and special defense stats. Roost is there to heal ourselves up. Thunderbolt and Ice Beam are perfect coverage into most of his team. It seemed like a no-brainer to run this set this week. Hopefully we can get a little bit of a late game sweep going. That is kind of my goal with Noah here. Next up is Nia, our Meowscarada, with holding the Expert Belt to up the power of her super effective moves with the Protean ability. We got U-Turn for momentum. Flower Trick is just our standard grass type attack, and it also hits the Tapu Fini very, very hard thanks to the Expert Belt, and as well as it always resulting in a crit. Knockoff is there just to get rid of items, and then we've got Triple Axle as a way to hit both Torterra and Salamence. I originally put Expert Belt on this thing, but I'm also thinking of switching it to Heavy Duty Boots, just in case they do bring the Hisuian Quillfish and try to hazard stack us. But Expert Belt, getting a Triple Axle off on Torterra or the Salamence sounds really nice to me. So hopefully we can catch one of those off guard. And also, Flower Trick catching Great Tusk and Tapu Fini with Expert Belt boost is pretty nice. So I don't know. We'll see. I might end up switching this around. I might not. I'll let you guys know if I end up doing so. But max attack, max speed on this thing. Basically trying to be the fastest thing in the lobby. So hopefully we're able to get off some big damage and swap out when needed thanks to U-Turn. And finally, we have, excuse me, I forgot to nickname you, good sir. Wolfric, our Mamoswine, holding the Assault Vest to up his special defense stat with the Thick Fat ability, making us take less damage from fire and ice attacks. So that'll be good for the Ogerpon, and if he decides to Terra Swellow, he can Terra Swellow, we can resist its heat waves. And the moves, Ice Shard for priority, Ice School Crash, Earthquake, and Freeze Dry. Freeze Dry is mainly there to catch Tapu Fini on switch-in. That's honestly the only reason why it's here. Ice Shard could be nice to catch a sweeping Salamence, to get off some big damage on that. Probably doesn't OHKO, but I'm sure it does pretty solid damage overall. And then same thing with Torterra, we can catch that with a nice Ice Shard as well. We are running a little bit of HP, max attack, and a decent amount of speed on this thing with a Naive Nature. I wanted the Assault Vest to kind of counteract my Spadef. So because, my Spadef lowering nature, I should say. So because the Assault Vest multiplies your special defense times 1.5, instead of 140 Spadef right now, we technically have 210. So not amazing, but also not bad. It's 70 more Spadef than we had, which is a much needed improvement. But again, he also doesn't have that many special threats outside of the Magnezone or the Tapu Fini. So maybe honestly we can even get up a couple of freeze dries off on the Tapu Fini, depending on what his spread is. So that's kind of the team I'm going to bring to this battle. Yeah, that's basically all I got for you guys. Let me know what you would have done differently. Let me know if you would have done anything differently. I might end up switching up some of these items around, but I'll let you guys know if I do that or not. But yeah, we'll see if we can come back after the not so great start to last week, shall we say. So hopefully we're able to pick up a W this week. I feel like I'm bringing the 6 that kind of put in the most work for us. So let's see how that goes. Let's go ahead and jump right into the battle. I'll see you guys in just a second. All right, we are back approximately 2.5 hours later because my opponent forgot about our battle time. We are here. We are back for the actual battle itself. We are going to jump right into this. So he's got pretty much the team I thought he would bring. Likely leads, maybe Great Tusk, maybe Swell to get off a U-turn. He also could lead the big boy and get a U-turn off. I think my play is I'm just going to lead Nia and just click U-turn, depending on what he leads with. He leads with the Magnezone. Okay. So this thing can get a free U-turn off on me. If it's analytic boosted, it's gonna, or excuse me, a free Volt Switch off on me. If it's analytic boosted, this is gonna hurt a little bit. I think we just go for the U-turn here. Pick up some momentum. I could predict the Volt Switch here. I think either... I want to go into Wolfric so bad, predicting the Volt Switch. But if I do that, that might just throw me the game. Would he Flash or would he Volt? I feel like he might just Flash Cannon for damage. I'll go Noah. We'll see what he does. He is just going to Flash. I'm really glad I didn't go into that thing. Alright, I'm just going to Mega Evolve and click Roost. And see what he wants to do here. My guess is he either hard switches or Volt switches. If he hard switches, we might find out that he's choiced. Okay. Alright, let's see. We do see the guts on the Swellow. Okay, how much do I take from this thing? Because we also have to think about his Terra typing. What Terra type would he be? Maybe Terra Fairy? Terra Fairy Terra Blast with Guts Boost could be the possibility. Let's see how much I would take. LATIOS. Mega LATIOS. For max HP. Swellow. Blank set, we'll say Adamant. He is burned and has guts. 252. Facade. Facade does a lot. Facade does do a lot. How much do I do to ice with him? Do to him with Ice Beam? He outspeeds me, right? Yeah, he easily outspeeds me. I think I'll just go out into Poppy Buster here and see what he wants to go for. He is Terra Normal, Facade, does a clean 50% to me. Alright, I think I will just go for the Protect here. We know we can take another. Just gonna get this Protect off real quick. He's U-turning. Would he click U-turn again? I think he might. I'm gonna Heavy Slam. He is just gonna Facade. Alright, Heavy Slam does solid damage. I'll go for Protect, as he might double out. The play is double Protect. Is that the play? Do I need this thing for anything? I'll go for the double Protect. We got it. Nice. Alright, we already got 1 KO, baby. Let's go. Alright, I'm just gonna Leech Seed this thing, as I'm assuming the D-Dance comes in. I'm going to go for the Protect here, as he might just D-Dance again. Yep, thought so. I'm going to Protect again. Actually, no, I'll go for the Heavy Slam here. Perfect. We get some good damage off on this boy. And we can just freely Protect, and that should be the end of the Salamence. And there goes Salamence. He's going to Z. But thanks to our Bulk plus the Protect, we should live it. Get my lefties, get my Leech Seed back. Gorgeous. He hasn't brought in the Magnezone yet, which is pretty surprising. Ogerpon comes in. I'm going to go, I think, LATIOS here. Because Poppy Buster could still be good into the Great Tusk and the Magnezone. I will go out into... I'll go out to Noah. See what he wants to do. He's going to Ivy Cudgel me. We eat that. I'm going to go for a Calm Mind here. Just get one up. Nice. Feeny comes in. Get a Calm Mind up here. I will just go for the T-Bolt. Does a solid 54% as he goes for the Moonblast. Only does 35. Oh, I can freely roost up on this thing. Freely roost up. I'll go for another Calm Mind into this. He's going to Flash Cannon. He is Scarf Magnezone, we've learned. Alright, we get it +2. I'll go for the Roost here. Get back up to full. Gorgeous. We Calm Mind again. But he said I'm cooked. Yo, let's go, LATIOS. Let's go. Roost here. Just to make sure we don't get crit. He does lower my Spadef. Little does he know I don't have much to hit him with on this. I'm going to go for one more Calm Mind. And now we'll just go for the Ice Beam here. Oh my god, I'm a god! Oh, let's go! Let's go! Hey! 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 I'll just Ice Beam this thing. Is he gonna knock off? Do about 44. Ice Beam just picks up the KO. Let's go, dude. It seems like we might just get the 6-0. This is a good way to come back. This is a very good way to come back. I'm just gonna, especially after we got 6-0'd last week, I'm just gonna Roost. He knocks off. I'll just Roost one more time just to make sure we're at as full health as possible. He Moonblast, does 81. Does lower my special attack, but I don't think that matters. Go for the T-Bolt. And I think the 6-0 is in the bags, baby. I think it's in the bag, baby. That's how you return from getting 6-0'd one week. You get 6-0'd the next. You 6-0 the next. Let's go! Let's go! I'm just not doing 53. Alright, we go for the Ice Beam here, and we go for game. And your Washington WOOBAT go back into the win column after getting 6-0'd the previous week. We come back with a 6-0 of our own. That is how it is done, baby. Woo! Alright, let's freaking go, dude. I'm gonna upload and share that replay real quick. Nice. Alright, just want to go back to my actual tab. Oh, hold on. Alright, we're good. Alright, sorry about that. Let's go. That's how you come back from a 6-0 right there. That's your Washington WOOBAT right there. Getting into the win column, becoming 1-1 on the season, and a nice and even differential. That is how you come back after getting 6-0'd, baby. Let's freaking go. Oh, baby. Please leave a like on the video. I feel so good about that, man. We were able to come back into that W column. That is what you like to see. Oh, let's go, dude. Please leave a like on that. Definitely subscribe if you guys are new around here. Your Washington WOOBAT 1-1 on the season. I'll see you guys back here next week for week 3. Until then, I have nothing else to say but go WOOBAT, baby. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.